everybody, welcome to my October update. It's Laura or lauraxstitches here. I'm very excited to be back. I've got a new camera today, so we're going to see how this works. I don't know what this sounds like, I don't know what it looks like, but hopefully it's good enough. It's a nice camera, it's quite small so I can take it with me places, and yeah, it's a good one. So I'm going to try and look at you and not at me because I'm up there and you're down there. So we'll see how we go. I've filmed this video yesterday. I wasn't happy with the lighting. It's not 100% right now because of the way my house is. I don't know, it's a bit weird. But we've got some actual daylight and I was kind of using a bit of everything yesterday. So we'll see how this goes. I know I look a bit darker down here. I've got computer stuff in front of me. It's after school today. I've come home, done a couple of things, and now I am filming. We're going away this weekend for all the weekends. I would usually film the weekend before the month ends, but I can't this weekend. So I'll be going to the city for a couple of nights, so I won't be able to film, so I'm doing it now. Quick life update, school's been good. It's term 4, it's busy. Everyone's busy. Excuse me, very busy. And so that's just how it is. And post-op stuff, I had my operation last month. It's been about a month now and it's all good. I had the post-op appointment not long ago and got the all good from my doctor. So I'm feeling pretty good. I want a bit of a health kick. We are going on a holiday next year in April for a week, so I want to feel better about myself before I go. So I've been doing a little bit of exercise and eating a bit better. All meals, not just my lunches, because my lunches were great, but my other meals and my snacking and the Coke and everything like that, yeah, not good. So I'm drinking water, I am eating better and doing it all myself, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, past couple of years I've put on a bit too much weight, so we're going to try and get rid of it, plus a bit extra. Anyway, stitching has been great. My stitchy bug is definitely back. Since moving, and I've got 6 things to show you, 6 whips, 3 new starts out of those and 1 finish. So I guess I'll just get going, I suppose. The first one was the one I was working on when I last saw you, and that was Walking Through London by Clouds Factory. This is what it will look like when it is done. It looks very blue. Must just be the paper. Oh, this camera's weird. Here's what it looked like last time you saw it. I was working on the big yellow monstrosity, which is the big building. I'm stitching this on a 32 count even weave, which isn't an even weave. It's definitely a linen, but it's fine to work on. I like it. There it is. It is a blue, like a sky blue color. And that's kind of where, why is it so, I don't know why it's so blue. Maybe it's just the daylight, but that's the yellow building I finished since I last saw you. My goal to the end of the year is to get this page here done. So do the last couple of motifs on that page and then I'll be very happy with that. And then I will have a page and a half left to do. That should definitely be a finish next year for Year of Whips. I'd be very, very surprised if I didn't get that done. Okay, so that's Walking Through London. The next one is, and my ironing board is my table today. I'm still trying to work out this room with school and stuff. I haven't had much time, so. Next one is Fantasy Cell. And this is the Lakeside Needlecraft Fantasy Cell by, designed by Doreen Jones. I won't put a picture up of what this would look like, and I probably won't put a picture of what it looked like last time because, no, it should be right. So this is being stitched on a 32 count Joblin by Kai Cascade called Forbidden Fruit, and I can't really get the whole fabric in, but I can get in the design. So if you can see on there, I've finished 2 characters since I last saw you. The first one is my witch for October, and her name is Janice. These are all named by Matt, my boyfriend. And I also finished on this side the gnome, and his name is Gary. Oops. Gary the gnome, and he is actually April's motif. but I went backwards at one point, decided to stitch him, and I really like him. I also started this page of border but stopped because I wanted to move on to something else. So that's going really well. It's super cute. I love it, and another one that should definitely be finished next year. It just depends on that border. I think I'll need to give myself a fair bit of time on that to get that all done. Okay, my next one is a new start and a finish. So I started this one to get myself ready for Year of Whips, and then I just kept going, and then it was done. And this was on the school holidays, so I did this quite quickly. This is Solar System, Mini Solar System by Clouds Factory. It's stitched from a 32 count Joblin in Dark Side of the Moon Opalescent by Colour Cascade Fabrics. And this is the full thing. Awesome fabric. It's very, very sparkly from what I can see. And there are my planets, including the Sun and Pluto, which is super cute. So yeah, I'm going to frame this myself probably, and the next time I teach anything to do with space, I'm going to bring this in and hang it up somewhere in my classroom. We just finished a unit on day and night actually last term, so it would have been good to have this finished, but I didn't. There's a finish. So because of that, I had to choose a new whip for Year of Whips because you have to have 15. So I asked Matt to go through all my stash and to pick one. And he picked one from Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. I don't know the issue because this is one I'd ripped out and I'd given away the magazines. But it's called Autumn Beauty and it's designed by Leslie Tier. And that's what it looks like. I think that's sort of lined up there. Yep. It's a 3-piece. I was going to stitch it as one, but it doesn't line up. There would be gaps in the way, like the roof of the house wouldn't line up and things like that. So I'm just going to stitch it as the 3. I'm stitching it on a 32 count even weave, just a plain antique white from Sew It All, and I'm going to show you a picture of my progress here because I don't want to take it off the frame. It's a bit fiddly to put back on and off. So here's what it looks like now. It's a bit of a mini full coverage. It's all full coverage stuff. So yeah, that's it. I moved on from there, from my stopping point there, because I was a bit over it, I think. Not as in I don't like I really do like it, the beautiful colours in there. It's just the full coverage. So I went and did another new start because why not? Life's too short to not stitch stuff. And parents, if you're watching this, can you please not? Thanks. This is called Always and Forever by Stitcherovia. And it is a piece that I'm going to be gifting to my parents for their 30th wedding anniversary next year. And this is being stitched on a piece of 32 count Joblin, 32 count Lugana by Colour Cascade Fabrics called Sweet Child of Mine. And that's where I'm up to. This blue is perfect for this. It's the nicest blue. It's probably not as bright as it's showing up on camera, in my camera finder anyway. The needle minder is from Adele Cat Stitches, so I don't know where it's bought from. It's a present. So I finished the top half of the border. This pattern is just 2 pages, half on each page. So it's not going to take me long to do it all. I'd originally given myself 5 weeks to do this next year, and if I don't get this done in 5 weeks, I will be very angry with myself because it was a really, really quick stitch, just that part. So I should be able to get that done quite early. Their wedding anniversary isn't until late June, so I definitely should be okay. And the last whip that I have worked on since I last saw you is Epic Pokemon. I'm going to insert a picture here of what it's going to look like when it's finished, or pretty much what it will look like, and also a picture of where it was when you last saw it. For those people that don't know, this is Epic Pokemon Generation 1. I'm doing the extended edition, which means that the Pokemon on the outside are fully finished. They're not cut off like the normal one is. I'm also omitting the blue background because I don't want to stitch that much blue, and I really do like what it looks like without the blue background there. So yeah, I'm really liking it. Here's what I'm up to. Again, I don't have it with me as it's on a frame I recently got from my grandma, from Granny. It was Pars, it was his big tapestry frame, and I said, do you have a big one? She said, yeah, you can use Pars. So I've taken that home and I've got my Pokemon on there, and it will probably stay on there till it's finished because it's the biggest piece of fabric that I have at the moment. So they're on my whips. 6 whips that I've worked on. Fantastic. And now I'm going to go on to some haul. Now this haul is going to be in 2 parts. One part is stuff that I bought in the Hate sale, and the other part is stuff I actually have to show you. So I'm going to do that part first. Now I'm going to kind of explain this a little bit. My granny lives in Aotama village, and they have a sewing group, and she doesn't go there often. She does go there sometimes, but they called her and said, look, we've got all of this stuff from a lady's old shop that she closed down a while ago, but she had all this stuff and she wanted to get rid of it all. There was lots of fabric, as in like making clothes fabric. There was lots of sewing fabric, embroidery, heaps of stuff. It was mostly fabric, to be honest, but she did say there was a fair bit of cross stitch. So Granny let myself and Mum know, because Mum also does a bit of cross stitch and embroidery. And so we went and we had a look, and I've got a fair bit of stuff to show you. I'll just put that there. The first part is fabric. I hope you can still hear me. Sorry, it's a bit rude. I have a lot of Ada, which I'll go through first. This piece is awesome. It's a really nice grey colour. It has a bit of stitching in the middle, but I'll just take that out when I use this. I really like that colour. And I'll go through these pretty quick because they're not named or anything, like they're not hand dyed, they're just pieces of Ada. So that's a piece of 18 count. It's folded over quite a bit there. Another quite big piece of I think that's 14 count, just plain white. Another big piece of 14 count white. These are a few little pieces that big of 14 count white Ada as well, which would be good for things like my calendar, which I haven't been doing, which I really need to get onto at some point. This is blueberry Ada in 14 count. And this is another piece of white Ada, 14 count as well. Oh, actually no, that looks like it could be 16 or 18, which is good because that's a big piece. And then I also got this massive, like, I can't unfold it all to fit in the screen, piece of linen. I think it looks like it could be 36. I'll have to measure it, I'm not too sure, but it's massive. It's a really big piece of white linen. And then there's really natural colour linen as well. This is 36 count, and like, this is really heavy. Like, I have a lot of this. So that's really exciting. So if I ever need something to stitch on, I have no excuse unless I need it to be a hand dyed, but that's heaps. I also got some kits, which I'll bring over now. The first one is by Juniper Designs, and it's called the Fabric Collector. It looks like this. The first one says, "She who dyes with the most fabric wins." And the second one is "She who collects the most fabric wins." I'm going to probably change it to say stash, because stash, not just fabric. So there's that one. Obviously comes with everything in there. I don't know if that's enough for both designs or if it's just for one. I'm not too sure. The next one is called, it's a dimensions kit, and it's called Magic in Motion. And it's from 1995. And it's this wizard. And I thought Matt would like this, and he said he does. So that's nice. Again, it comes with everything there. He's going to be very, very bright with that nice black. I think it's, oh no, it's 14 count. That's all right. Is that one? The next one is Another Dimensions, and it is from 97, and it's called Soul Music. And it's all these little wolf puppies. They remind me of my dogs. Super cute. It comes with this nice powdery blue. I think they call it Dove Grey. Dove Grey Ada, 16 count, which is nice. All the threads. So that one will be really, really cute to do. Considering the fabric is that blue colour, there's no background to stitch. There's just a bit of snow at the bottom, which is nice. And the last one is called King of the Hill, and it's by Custom Crafts, and they both start with K, Custom and Crafts, and it's from 2005, and it's a wolf. And he's so pretty. I sent this to Matt and he said, please get it. Or what did I say? Do you like this? And I think he said, of course. Again, that comes with everything, and that's a full coverage. I think the whole thing is stitched from what I can see. So he'll get done one day and hang up in our house proudly. And the last thing I got, which was pretty cool, in this floss box, I got some DMC metallics, which I'm going to burn in a fire. Probably not, but who knows. And then all of these are DMC variegation threads, which is awesome. There's a lot in here. I don't know how many there is in the whole thing, so if anyone knows, let me know. But I think I've got quite a bit of the collection, and these ones are on little teddy bear bobbins, which are pretty cute. So there's those. But yeah, they're all there, and they're not like empty bobbins or anything, like they're quite full. So that's really cool. So I'm excited to use those at some point. So that's my haul from that place, and that all cost me $30. The whole thing cost me $30. It's insane. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, so that whole thing cost me $30, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so Mum and I both got some stuff, and we just gave them $50. They weren't like asking for money, but it was a bit rude to kind of walk out and not give them anything. Sorry. That's gonna be in the video. That phone call, I got a phone call before and we missed our vet appointment. We completely forgot, so we're gonna have to reschedule for another time. But anyway, yes, so that was pretty cool to have all of that now in my collection. That's awesome. And then my next part of the haul is Hades. Hades had a sale for their anniversary of existing, I suppose. And it was a 50% off sale for one day only, so I decided to get a layaway. I was going to get 3. I was going to get one for my wish list, one for Matt, and one that I wanted that was a bit random that wasn't necessarily on my wish list. I ended up getting a couple more, 5 more than 3, so 8. And I'm going to go through them all now and kind of talk a little bit about why I bought them. I obviously don't have them with me because they are on layaway, so I'll just be putting up pictures as I talk about them as we go, so that'd be cool. The first one I purchased is Mini Once Upon a Time by Anne Stokes, and this is a beautiful piece, and I know a lot of people like this one. I tried to purchase minis where I could because I want to stitch a lot of Hades, and minis are a good compromise there. We obviously play Dungeons and Dragons, I talk about this a lot, but we are a lot more consistent with it, I suppose, and I really wanted to do something with a dragon, but I didn't want it to be just a dragon. I wanted something cool in there, and the girl in this piece of art kind of looks a bit elvish, a bit elven, so I decided to get her. I really like it, and it's going to be really, really hard for me not to stitch as soon as I get it because it's just so pretty, and the colours, and oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. The next one is Beautiful Secrets No Background by Adele Loren? I don't know how to say that. Adele from lauraxstitches enabled me big time with this one. As I was kind of discussing with her what I was going to get, she sent me a link to this one. I said, yep, it's in my cart already, don't worry about it. Just as soon as I click on that link, I'm going to get it. I got the no background because, as you can see in the picture that I've shown you, the background looks like a hand-dyed fabric, so I'm just going to get a hand-dyed fabric and stitch it on that. Maybe, we'll see. This is just stunning. The pinks in this are amazing, and I want to stitch this really bad too. These are going to be really hard not to do. The next one is Mini Snow Landscape Wolves by Jan Patrick Crancy. This is the one that Matt picked. Obviously he likes wolves and he likes snow, so he got this one, but I'm going to stitch it obviously. Again, it's a mini and there's a lot of white in this, so I do hope he appreciates how much pain I'm going to go through to stitch that much white. But yeah, it's really cute too. I only stitch ones that he likes if I like them as well, because I'm not slaving away on stuff that I don't like. The next one is a bit of a funny one. Not as in like this isn't a hilarious piece for any reason, but it just makes me laugh when I look at it. But I think it's adorable. And this is called White Heart No Background by Ash Evans. I bought 2 pieces from Ash Evans and I'll tell you the other one in a minute. But this one is of a deer. I don't know what it is. It looks like a deer as it has antlers, but it's white. It's just so pretty. I just think the flowers in its hair and oh, it's just gorgeous. When I showed Adele, she thought it was a goat. So it could be a goat with antlers. I don't know, but it's gorgeous. The next one is The Edge of Enchantment by Meredith Dillman. I love this one. I couldn't get a mini in this, so I just got the full size. I just really love all of the colours and the beautiful tree, and she just looks so whimsical and gorgeous. So that was that one. The next one is a little bit different compared to the rest that I have purchased in this sale. They've all been quite colourful. This one's Raven's Treasure, again by Meredith Dillman. This one was just really, I just clicked on it and went, oh yeah, I like this one. It's really different and thought-provoking and interesting, and I really like it. The next one is Peacock Fairy by Meredith Dillman, and this is a circular one, which will be interesting to do. Again, just really cool, nice colours, not much else to say. I really like Meredith Dillman and there's a lot more that I'd like to do of hers. And my last one is my other Ash Evans piece, and this is Mini Dandelion, and it's my little fox having a beautiful time in a field of dandelions. So cute, and I'm really excited to stitch that too. I feel like that one and the White Heart one, the deer / goat, when I'm stitching those, people are going to be a little bit confused because they're a bit different, but I think they're cute, so why not do it? So I'm excited to get those eventually. I'll be just paying them off probably fortnightly when I get paid. Speaking of, I probably should pay. I got paid today, so I should probably give them some money. Get paid my money, because that's what you do. Yeah, so that's my haul from Haid. Very exciting. Let's go with some plans. Let's go with October. My original plan was to finish the border of Always and Forever, and I did that, and then I've decided to work on Epic Pokemon until the end of the month. So I've got tonight, and then I've got 3 days, probably 2 to 3 days, probably 3, that I won't be able to stitch, and then Monday, Tuesday, which will be good. And then I'll be switching over, and so this is November's kind of plan. I think at the moment it's probably going to change up a bit because it's me. That's what I do best. November 1st to the 7th will be the fantasy sale, getting that November block done. I think what I'm going to try and do is that if I finish that early, I'll just keep working on the border of that page that I'd started, just to get that going a bit, because that's probably what's going to hold me back from finishing it next year, if anything. So I'm going to do that. Then the next week I'm going to have a new start for Year of Whips to get that ready, and that'll be the Starks and their Wolves. I've said I'm going to work on that for a week, but I may end up cutting that short depending on how much I get done in a week. That one, it's in my wardrobe over there, but I'll just kind of explain it. It has the Starks, I think, at the top, and then it has all of the Stark kids with their respective direwolves and their names underneath. So I might do, if it has the words, I can't remember if it does or not. If it has the words, I might do that, or I might do a couple of a couple of characters. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I'm stitching that on a piece of Blue Moon by Colour Cascade Fabric, so it'll look really lovely on that. Then the next week I've said Epic Pokemon for a week, and then the last week of November I'm just going to choose a whip that I feel like working on, or choose a couple depending on what I want to do. A couple of clauses, I suppose, to this plan is that if the class schedule sale, which is the Hogwarts sale that Mana Designs is running next year. The border and heading for that is obviously released when you buy it, and I'm just waiting for my fabric and my needle miter to come in, and I did get a shipping notification today. So if that happens to come in during November, I'll slot it in somewhere and get a good start on that, because I really want to have that heading and border done before the January block comes out at the start of the year next year. The other thing is I'm going to be restarting my Haid that I had started last year. This year? I don't remember when I started it. I think it might, I don't know. I haven't worked on it in a long time because I just wanted to do one full coverage at a time. But Haids are like really calling to me, especially after I just bought 8 of them. I've got 4 in my stash that I really do love, that I really want to kind of get going. So when I get these other ones, it's not, well, it will obviously be a long wait, but it's not going to be like, oh, I've got to get every Pokemon done in 5 years, you know. So I'm going to restart my mini Clockwork Dragonling, and I'll put a picture of that up here. I originally started this on 25 count 2/1, 1/2, 2/1, and it ended up being very thick and bulky and really hard for me to push my needle through. Especially when it got down to the bottom right hand corner, the colours in her gold things. So I'm going to stitch it 1/1 instead. I've ordered a piece of Easy Count from, is it Custom Creations? I think that's what it's called. I'll have to double check, but I think that's it. And I had a shipping notification for that as well yesterday, I think. So that's coming from the US too, so I don't know when that's going to get here. But if that does get here, I'll slot that in for a start as well. I'll try to work out a time for that. If those 2 things do come in pretty close together, I'll probably just do all my November plans and work out a way to fit it all in. At this point, as long as I'm getting my Fantasy Cell block done and I'm getting my Year of Whip starts done, that's what I want to do. So speaking of Year of Whips, I am obviously changing that up a bit, considering not changing it much at all. I shouldn't say that. The solar system is done, so I've swapped that to the Autumn Beauty piece, so I'll be slotting that in somewhere. Always and Forever is not going to take me from January to May to do, but I'm going to keep it there, and then when I finish that I will reschedule stuff in there and put some extra things in, or just give more time to other whips. And with the Haid restart, I'm going to add that to my Year of Whips. So I'm going to change it a slight bit. Instead of having 5 pages of Epic Pokemon to finish, because each full coverage page is a finish, I'm going to have 3 Epic Pokemon pages and 2 mini Clockwork Dragonling pages. So what I'm going to do is every month I'm going to alternate between Epic Pokemon and the Haid. So they're going to get 6 weeks worth of work next year. I know that when I was on school holidays, I got 2 pages, or I think I got a page and a bit, or 2 pages of Epic Pokemon done, and that was 2 weeks. Granted, I did have a lot more time, so I should be able to get it done for both of those. It'd be great to get more as well. Next year, the year after next, so 2019, which is ridiculous, I think is probably going to be a bit of a full coverage year. So NP, please keep that group running for the year after next as well, so I can join in a little bit more than I'm going to next year. But yeah, that's my Year of Whips, I think. As I get them finished, it'll be cool to add some more time to other ones, because I know that I'm going to finish the Fantasy Cell. I know I'm going to finish Always and Forever, Walking in London, and what was the other one? The Starks will probably get finished too, so that's at least 4. I should be able to get some other ones done too, because I have to get at least 8 things done to be qualified to win, or to be part of the giveaway. So now, speaking of Year of Whips as well, I do have to do a video or an album to be entered into that, so I'm probably going to do that in December sometime. Probably, actually it doesn't start till January 18th, so I could even do it in January. So we'll see how that goes. But oh, the other thing was, I was going to be doing the Mermaid sale by Colour Cascade Fabrics, but I think I'm going to not do that one. I only want to do one sale next year, and I've ordered the fabric for the Hogwarts sale, and I've got that all, sorry, not the Hogwarts sale, the class schedule sale, and I've got that all ready to go. So I'm going to go with that one. I know the mermaid sale is going to be very intricate too. It's got lots of metallics and beads, which are gorgeous, and I know it's going to look amazing, and I'm probably going to kick myself when I see people doing it, but I just think next year is not the year for it. But if she hosts another one the year after, or I'll probably do that. Just depends what comes up, I suppose, because I love Tammy and I love what she does. She's awesome. So I think that's about it. I hope you could hear me well enough on this camera. If not, I'm going to have to refilm on my normal camera. But I think it should be okay. It's a pretty alright camera, so it should be fine. Loving everyone's floss tube videos, by the way. I've got 4 on my queue. I'm down. It's good. I'm currently watching Lorna, the Ladybird Stitcher, her latest video. And then I've got a couple more to catch up on. I hope you have a great November. That's weird. Yeah, November. It's getting towards hot times in Australia. So those people in the US and Northern Hemisphere with your winter time, I'm very jealous. I'm obsessed with winter. I love winter, and I wish I was there. I really do. So have a wonderful November. I will see you all next month at the end of the month as per usual, and I hope you get lots of stitching done. Bye.